for them to take time for a citizen like me to come and say, we will help you, I can't put into words. I feel very humble, and I'm very thankful, and I'm very appreciative for what they've done. Yes. I love you. I love all of you. I mean, and everybody that has come into this house has been so, I mean, you know, like they're so happy to come in and to help, like you've known them a while. And that's another thing about the program. It seems to have generated people that has love in their hands and respect. The program is very good.
When the project started back in 2002, there was a real sense of the fact that we have a fairly large number of seniors that are living in homes that they bought 30, 40, 50 years ago, that are just at a point in their lives where they can't really do the needful in terms of maintaining their homes. And they're not in a position financially to hire handy people to do some of the simple things. And so when we started the project was dealing with those safety, security, simple things to help them be in their homes and be safer and address issues that they just physically couldn't address given their age.
And Decatur, you know, in a big picture way, Decatur needs this so that we can keep these people in our community, because that's, you know, the Decatur is a very, from its very start, has been this mix of diverse people coming together and creating something stronger than themselves. And the MLK project is an attempt to keep these people in the community that created what all of us newcomers have come and decided we love. And if we lose these people, we lose part of what Decatur is.
I'm here each time we do this service project because this is what builds community. I get so much out of living in this community, and it's just one way to give back. This is truly what builds community and makes Decatur a special place.
Yeah, we have seniors who otherwise don't connect to the rest of the community, and this is the time where they truly do, and it lasts beyond the weekend. It keeps them connected.
What she said. Yeah, I agree.
The Decatur Preservation Alliance had some fundraisers to save the old train depot in Decatur, and one of the board members, Kathy Masters, said, here we're doing all of this work to save old buildings. What about the people who live here in Decatur? And so Julia Levy, who was the director of the Preservation Alliance at that time, came to speak with me to see if I had any ideas of something that could be done to help the seniors in Decatur. And at that same time, I was trying to get an annual Martin Luther King Jr. service project started because the King holiday is the only holiday designated by the federal government as a day of service.
It's amazing when you look out at all the people on Saturday morning. Saturday morning we had 700 people. 700 people all ready to go, and just all that's going on, the registration, tool sorting in the back, food out front. We changed a lot of things this year to streamline things, and it worked great. So we're really good about fixing things and making things better and easier. We're trying to make it a good volunteer experience so they want to come back and have fun. And it's just amazing, all the people that do it, and all the homeowners. It's great to meet the homeowners. They're so happy. One of the homeowners I went by, she was making cupcakes for the crew, and then for lunch, we bring lunch to all the crews. She'd made them lasagna, so it's just amazing what people do.
I have neighbors. I have 2 neighbors right down the street from me who have benefited from this project, and I love the fact that they're able to stay in their home and that we're helping them to do that. And to me, this is like the best project I worked on all year. And so I'm glad to be a maniac for 4 days.
You know, I was fortunate enough to have acquired a few things and a little extra in my life. And when I moved here and found Oakhurst in particular to be such a diverse community, and there were people who didn't have what I was fortunate enough to have acquired. I spent most of my working life in construction, so I thought maybe I could put it to some good use. And maybe if I'm really lucky, I'll get some good karma out of it. So that's what brings me back. It's just a beautiful place here, and I want to keep it that way.
One of the things that I think the city has always done well is work with private sector partners. There are things that a city government can do well, but there are other things that we really need to rely on our residents to pull forward with. So we're able to do things like donate Leanne's time. We're able to smooth out that whole permitting process, donate the time for our building official. But more importantly, we also get our own employees out into the community doing things, so it helps build a sense of ownership and remind them why we do what we do every single day, that it's because we care about our residents and we want to take care of them.
But Leanne does do countless hours of planning and coordinating and trying to figure out how to fit the 1,400 volunteers to the 50 homes that we're going to work on.
She knows the volunteers who come back year after year personally, their names and what they can do and what their skills are. She knows the house captains and their personalities and maybe who they can deal with and who they can't deal with. She knows all of the homeowners who come and go and what their personalities are and what their family situations are and what maybe sensitivities need to be brought to their house. And then she has to deal with us coming and pestering her about what we need at any given time as she's juggling all that. I mean, you've got to think about the fact that there are thousands of, 1,000 volunteers coming who have to be individually assigned to go to a certain house, sorted, and it doesn't happen, some of it happens in advance, but a lot of it happens Saturday morning in the hour before they all go out. It's an amazing task to coordinate on the fly. I mean, we get to plan for months in advance for what we're going to do on the weekend, and she does some, but she has to do a lot of it in the boiler during the weekend, and get all those people out there to help us do what we're trying to do.
For MLK because I feel like it really betters our community. Decatur is such a close-knit family, and helping everybody out is just, that's the reason I'm here.
I volunteer because I've always volunteered since I was little. I can always remember my mom dragging me out on Monday on the MLK parade day, so I always thought once I got older I wanted to volunteer too.
Yeah, the same with Alexis. My mom always used to help make me go to the church and volunteer and help out the homeless people on MLK Day.
One of my favorite memories was meeting the homeowner of the person that we helped, and she was a really sweet older lady, and we got to take pictures with her and go into her home and just find out about her and tell her about ourselves. So I really enjoyed that.
It helps our community come together as a whole instead of people just being on their own, and it lets people know that if they need help, they can always come to the community instead of just being alone.
It just opens up doors for people who want to do community service but don't know where to go or what to do. This is just a service that lets them know that you can do this and it'll be fun because you can be with your friends and you can meet new people in the community.
Well, these seniors whose homes we work on are the foundation of our community. When there were a lot of people leaving Decatur at a time when things got a little rocky here, they stayed. And they're the ones who integrated the school system, the libraries, started the girls' club, a homeless shelter. They were so involved with the community and looking out for each other's children and the neighborhood. And so we don't want to lose that piece of our history, for one, and the sense of community that there was back when they were first here 30, 40 years ago.
This is my favorite holiday of the year, is the MLK Junior Service Project holiday. So, and I am heading up the weatherization efforts with the MLK Service Project. This particular project that we're doing in this bathroom is basically tearing out the ceiling and replacing it, because the homeowner at some point had put in a drop ceiling or an acoustic tile grid system, and in doing that they had torn out the drywall above, and they'd actually taken one of the tiles out and replaced it with a lattice, so that some supply air from a duct that was just sort of dangling up in the attic could find its way down. This was essentially an outdoor shower in the middle of this house, and so what we're doing now is creating an indoor shower, making it a comfortable space. So we're going to put in a hard ceiling with drywall, and we're going to put in an exhaust fan, and we're going to attach the supply. We're going to air seal all around that so it's nice and cozy, and the homeowner should definitely see an improvement, definitely in comfort and definitely also in their energy bill.
Spray foam, remove any loose glazing, re-glaze once the temperatures get above 40, and then we're going to paint them. And if there's any soft wood at the bottom, we've got some wood hardener.
Company.
We're Melissa
We're the
and Michelle
Carey
Carey. Yeah, we're the Carey girls.
And how many years have you volunteered with the MLK program?
We think since the beginning.
We think at least 5.
Something like that.
Why do you keep coming back?
Because we like it.
Because we have to give back.
Because you what?
We have to give back.
There you go. That's beautiful. What are you working on here?
Why can't I just say we enjoy it?
We do enjoy it, but we got to give back. We are
working on a tub that
trying
wasn't on the
to
list.
get the stems out of a tub so we can change the washers and repack it so that it doesn't leak anymore.
Without killing it.
Yeah, without killing it.
Like this guy did.
How many other projects do you have this week, or this weekend, I mean?
We had 16, I think, 15, something.
Yeah.
All of them.
All of them.
So you have a project in every house?
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Wow.
We have professional plumbers and electricians who volunteer their time, companies who volunteer their tradespeople to come out and do things that we as volunteers and amateurs are not licensed to do and cannot legally do.
The only things I would say are, Mrs. Durham, thank you so much for letting us come into your home, and
Oh, are you kidding?
and she every morning has baked us some wonderful treats and set some wonderful things out for us at lunch as well, and it's just been so hospitable, so easy to work with, so caring. It's not just caring about the people that are working in her home, but caring about them as individuals outside of the work that they're doing. So thank you so much for being so accommodating and welcoming.
And patient.
Yes.
A lot of in and out,
You're
in and
the
out,
one with
and
patience.
craziness. So thanks for
It
bearing
is
with
a bit
us.
crazy. It is fun crazy.
Been with the MLK Service Project for 12 years. I was one of the original volunteers in 2003. For the last 5 years, I'm in charge of all of the yard work that's done for the MLK Service Project. The fact that we do this for the homeowners and they're happy and so on and so forth, this is a good and laudable thing. But to me, the most important thing that we accomplish is that we give 1,400 people who show up looking to do good things something to do. 1,400 volunteers come out here, come away feeling good about themselves. That's what keeps me coming back.
It's been really neat to see this grow. Like, since I've been in the chair in the last, four years, I don't really even know. We've done a lot more houses. We've gone from 13 to 28, and we seem to do it really well. These guys do great. They, when I first got involved, we had a lot of problems. We had a lot of things that went wrong. This year, we basically had very few things go wrong. It went very smooth, and as Mark said, we don't have people that are there at 8 o'clock at night, Monday night, trying to catch up or going back to the weekends. We basically get it all done, and it works, and the homeowners are very happy. It's been a really wonderful thing to be associated with.
Why do you do this? Why do you keep doing this?
Because I love it. I love helping senior citizens out. The house falling down. Even some of them have children, know the house falling down. Nobody don't help. But if I can help, I'm there. And I love what I do.
And to second that, I do it because I love the city. I've been here my entire life. I
love my job, and I'd like to think when I get to an age where I can't do things for myself, there'll be some help from me. So.
Well, I think one of the main things it does is help our seniors stay in their homes longer. It helps keep them safe and warm, and it also provides an opportunity for intergenerational contact and communication, and I think that's one of the best things that comes out of the MLK project. The improvements are wonderful, but that contact and the contacts that you make and the friendships are really special.
My name is Annie Mackey, and I live at 235 Mead Road, Decatur. And I've been living here since 1968. And I love it. I enjoyed it. They did a fantastic job. I really loved it. I'm pleased with everything they did for me. Thank God they did. Oh boy, I'm glad they did it.
Give a few minutes.
And thank you for letting us invade your house
Yes.
all over the place.
Come and invade it anytime.